So it's very, very important that you have done a sound check, because you don't want to guess when you're in front of a lot of hundreds of people in the audience. You don't want to experiment then. You want it to be slick and very professional. Therefore, you have to make a sound check and mark your mixer exactly where the level is going to be. If you have someone who doesn't know how to run sound, they just have to put the levels at where the mark is, and that's it. So on the mixer board, we're gonna first make sure we have a good input volume. The magic button is down here. It's called PFL. You don't have to understand what it means. Just know if you push this one down, there's one for each channel strip. Make sure they're all up. If I push this one down and speak in the microphone, you will see here which level it is. You should absolutely never have this go to red. That is very, very bad, and it's going to sound very crap. When you speak really loudly in the microphone, you can do this in a sound check. You say check, check, check. It should peak on 0. And when you speak, this is a good starting point. So this is what you control. This gain, everything can be down. This gain, you tweak this gain button. Check, 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 till it's about 0. And that's where we're gonna leave it. This yellow one, if you have a compressor on your mixer, it should be, if not all the way up, at 3 o'clock. This EQ should be straight up, except for the lowest one. This is bass. For a vocal mic, we're gonna turn it down a little bit. It's a good starting point. These two is if you have a monitor, you don't have to deal with them. This one should also be straight up. This is pan, left and right, straight up. Obviously should be on. Here sends the signal either to group out or to stereo. We're gonna have the red one down. Up here, I forgot to tell you, is a button called HPF, high pass filter. This one should be pushed down for a vocal microphone. If you have a backing track, this should be up. For a voice, it should be down. Pad can be up. Then, if all these settings are right and good, you see PFL is a little bit below 0 when I speak here. So, we have a good input level of the microphone. Never red, it should be up to here when the PFL is pushed down. We're gonna push this fader up to 0. This is the optimal level. And then we're gonna set an output volume that we like. So you have to have someone who knows what they're talking about go out in front of the speaker in the middle of wherever the audience are gonna be and tell you, or you go out yourself and tell someone else to say stop when they think this is a good level. Then we're gonna take a tape and we're gonna mark it here. And this is gonna be our volume. And then whenever show, and this one's gonna stay there, and that's it. And then we should do the same thing for the music then. Now we picked an optimal level for the microphone. We're gonna set the music to 0 and then turn it up here. You have to find the good level of the music. And also on your computer, there's a volume. You have to make sure that it's on, you should put it on maximum probably, so you can remember it each time, so it's not someone touches it and it's different. Because if the volume, output volume on the computer is different, it's gonna be different here every day. And it's gonna sound very unprofessional if it's different every day, and if it's suddenly it's really loud or really soft. That's it. If you don't understand this, ask someone. If I'm in your hotel, ask me. We can go through it together. We can do a sound check together. We can mark all your mixers. Or here's another guy you can ask, Robin. Robin, wave to the camera. Robin, wave to the camera.
Hi.
Or ask this guy. We go through it with you. We do a sound check with you if you want. Sound is very important. If you have good sound, the singers and whoever performs is gonna sound much better. If you have a crappy sound, even if you have the most amazing singer or performer or whatever, whoever talks in the microphone, they're gonna sound and seem unprofessional. So one very important rule that everybody should know, and if you don't follow this rule, every time you break it, you owe me a beer. You have to, every time you stop music, not stop it, you have to fade out. And when you start music, you have to fade in. I'm gonna start a song here now. Unless it's the beginning of a song, of course. If I for some reason want to stop this song now, I cannot just push stop like that, because it's really disturbing and really unprofessional, and my heartbeat stops as well at the same time. So if you want to stop the music or change the song for some reason, we do a slow fade out, we sneak it out, and we change the song if we need, and then we sneak it in again. Fade out, never just stop a song. It's super unprofessional. It's really disturbing for someone who might listening to the song if it just stops. Always fade out, else you owe me a beer.